Welcome back, Sports Tonight on Channels Television. We're taking a look at the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup taking place in Spain tomorrow. Nigeria, represented by the D Tigress, will be taking on the United States of America. And so much talks have been going on as regards that match because USA is respected in basketball. But Nigeria has been having an impressive run. 3 games, 3 straight victories for the D Tigress. Lost their first match to Australia, second game against Turkey, victory, third game against Argentina, a win, fourth game against Greece. It was nervy because it was going to be very tough for a ticket to the quarterfinals. They won that one by just a point, 57-56. Let's go back to Chicago. Helen Ogunjimi is the former D Tigress captain, and she's been talking to us. We're trying to understand where the team is getting their drive from. So let's talk about that game against Greece. Before I get into proper analysis, when the game ended, Helen, did you cry?
I didn't cry, but I was dancing in my wrapper. I was sitting here, like I said, eating breakfast, and I had my wrapper on, and I was just screaming and jumping up and down and going crazy. So I didn't cry, but I was shaking. I was excited. I was so happy for them. So I I was full of emotions and joy. So
To know if you cried, it's okay. You didn't cry. That was a good one. So first quarter against Greece was 15-15. So it's going to be a very tough match from the first quarter. The D Tigers turned up the heat and won the second quarter. They won the third quarter 17-11. But wait for it. The fourth quarter, Helen, they lost 19-9. 10 points difference. What happened? Was it that they were complacent in the fourth quarter in that sort of important match?
I don't think they were complacent because they knew what was on the line. I think they were probably like just a little tired, because they were working hard. It's not like they weren't doing what they were supposed to do. They were diving for balls. They were getting block shots. They were driving to the hole. Like they were doing everything. So I don't think they were complacent. I just think that they were ready for that quarter to be done so they can win. And they were like, I think they were just a little bit tired. That's all. Not complacent at all. At all.
Very good to keep the attitude going. Tomorrow, very, very crucial match. Nigeria versus the United States of America. You know a lot about U.S. basketball, so let's use some of your knowledge and send to the D Tigers. What should they do and what should they avoid?
I think they need to keep up with the same energy they had from the first game to now. They don't need to change anything. They need to go in there and just play their game, play how they've been playing. Keep that positivity going. Keep that positive vibe, that drive that they have together. They need to keep that as one and not fall apart. Just because we're playing U.S., that doesn't mean anything. A lot of people thought that we were going to lose to Argentina, Turkey, and Greece, and look how much we proved them wrong. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. There's who says USA is going to win? Who says Nigeria is going to lose? You know what I mean? And in the past, there's been proven that the U.S. is a really good team, and Nigeria, we've been off and on, we've been struggling, but we're here to prove that we can hang with the best of them, and we've been proving it so far. So I think they just need to keep doing what they're doing. Don't listen to because I've been scrolling down on Facebook. I see a lot of people saying Nigeria is going to lose by 40, USA is going to win, and all this other stuff. Like, they need not to pay attention to that negativity, and what they need to do is just focus on how far they came and what they've done so far, and continue to do good on the things that they've been doing great so far. So that's what they need to do.
It's gonna be tough. So tough. So tough. What's your level of optimism?
It's high. Look, I don't care if we're playing USA men. You got to keep that optimism high. You have to keep it high. You got to keep it ready. I believe in these girls. Like I said, they're my sisters. And I've been like half the team that they've been with me since 2011. So I know all of them. And And I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, they're going to do this and they're going to do that. And I believe in every single one of them, even the ones that I haven't met, and even in the coaching staff. I believe in them, and I know that they're going to do a great job. Win or lose, and I pray to God that they win. But win or lose, they already have made a stamp in this basketball world, and they're shocking. They're shocking the world. I've been hearing a lot of people that I don't even know talking about the Nigerian women's national team. I didn't even know that. So a lot of people that were talking about them that even watch, women's basketball. So for them to even come up this far and have all this positivity and everything going on for them, it's already done. Nigeria has a stamp, so USA need to watch out. Watch out for us. The Niger girls, the Bigs girls, they need to watch out.
Take that. Thank you so much, Helen, for your time. I don't even know how I'm going to feel tomorrow when they win. But as you said, let's keep the spirit going. Let's keep the positivity and the optimism. Thank you.
Thank you for having me. I miss you guys. I'll be back in Nigeria soon. We got to link up soon.
Get back home. So that's it. Former D Tigers captain Helen Ogunjimi speaking to us from Chicago. And she said, look, so what if it's the United States of America? Yes. We're Nigerians. When I say we're Nigeria, feel free to follow up with any chat or whatever. That's what it should be. Look, we're just going to keep throwing these positive vibes. There's some negative vibes, but just in case you've been giving all of those negativity, we want to give you one last chance to stop it and come to the green corner. Because when we make history, you start running, we thought they were going to win. Others, we were lucky. So let's gather now. She said they're going to pray. We're going to support them any way you can. That's why I said let's start tonight. Start sending all those goodwill messages to the D Tigress. We'll read it to them and say, look, we're standing by you girls. And we believe that Niger spirit. Yes, the United States will feel it. Even if they want to win, let them work. Let them sweat for it. Yes, just say it. We'll continue to take a look at the Women's World Cup. Tolu Olorumoteni is in the studio. Tolu, it's good to have you on Sports Tonight.
It's great to be here, Austin. Yeah. And it's good to hear the positivity and energy coming and flowing. Look, well, I'll be optimistic. I'm just a realist and I'm thinking, okay, it's going to be difficult, but hey, give or take, win or lose, history is made. I think the girls have put in their best shift so far, but we'd like to see an upset. Yeah. And who says we can't get an upset?
I love upsets.
See, the last 8 World Cups, Women Basketball World Cups, USA have won 6. But the good news is, including the last 2, 2010 and 2014, but the good news is they have never won 3 World Cups in a row, which means that this is the year where they're expected to falter again. Can Nigeria continue that trend of making sure that the US doesn't win a 3rd consecutive World Cup? We'll wait to see. The game against Greece yesterday was by far the toughest game. Because I wasn't watching, I was following the live updates and I was thinking, okay,
even with
what's
the live
going on
updates,
here?
if you have BP issues,
look,
you end up
stay away from it. That wasn't good. That wasn't funny.
Yeah.
I mean, no one should be made to go through that. But kudos to the ladies. They came through.
They held
on, which was the most important thing. And they're in the quarterfinals. It's history already. Winning 3 consecutive games is another record-breaking move already. So let's see if they can take it a notch further. But we are talking about a team that has averaged the most points per game at the World Cup. The USA have averaged 96 points per game at the World Cup. It's scary enough.
I was reading through the stats. At some point, I stopped.
You will stop because they top every ladder. I think the only ladder where they don't top is offensive rebounds, where we top. And it's good to know that we top in that regard. But then the USA have 10 women who participated at the WNBA playoffs that just ended 10 days before the start of the World Cup. Look, it's a scary time, but hey, who says we can't do it? We can't do it.
See the energy from Helen Ogunjimi. That's where I want to be. I want to
Let's just stay there
in that spot. Yeah, Helen, thank you so much for giving us that. But let's run through. Let's look at it analytically because they've been doing some good things, but they've also been ignoring some important things. Let's begin with Australia. I was telling Helen they lost the first quarter, lost the second quarter. Guess what? They lost the second quarter 18-14. It was that close. So imagine if they had won that quarter and then go on to win the third quarter, which they did, 24-21. They now lost the fourth quarter, 23-14. And it was a bad loss, 86-68. But they learned from it. And after that loss, They've been cruising away. But Tolu, guess what? Against Turkey, they lost the first quarter. They won second and third. They lost the fourth quarter. I'm going somewhere. Against Argentina, they won the first quarter. They lost the second quarter. They tied the third quarter, and they won the fourth quarter. It was good, 75-70. Look, against Greece, it was tied 15-15 in the first quarter. The second quarter, they won. Third quarter, they won. But fourth quarter, they lost by 10 points. So it seems the strategy should change now. Start thinking of how to win convincingly in the first and last quarter.
Yeah, which will be key. I mean, if we can't blow out teams in the second and third quarter, then we can at least, if we can't win in the first and in the fourth quarter, then we should at least lose minimally. It's key. I mean, yes, you can't win every quarter, but each team knows how they rise. You know, the US, for instance, are usually shaky in their first quarters, then they blow you out in the next.
Because they want to monitor
because they
you.
want to see your game, get to know you better, test the waters, and then, oh, okay, this is who you are, and then they go for the jugular.
Wait for us.
So, but for Nigeria, we wobble a lot in the first quarter, and then we play well in the second quarter, at the start of the second half also. But then the final quarter, where it matters most, where we're supposed to protect our wins, we seem to relax.
That was all Greece did in that fourth quarter. Greece did everything.
And the funny thing is, when the momentum moves from you to your opponent and they're closing in on you, it's difficult to wake up. You just have to hang in there, which is exactly what they did against Greece. But they don't want to be in that situation every time. So, like I said, if you can't win those quarters, then make sure you're losing minimally so you don't throw away your advantages. And again, it's the US. I mean, we have minimal margin for error. In fact, zero margin for error, because any error will cost us dearly. So we don't want to see ourselves trailing by 10, 20 points. Look, the last game against the Latvians, the Americans won by 30 points. It ended 102 to 76 or thereabouts. So you can't go into games against the Americans and feel, okay, we'll come back. No, there won't be any comeback. It will be a blowout. So that is exactly what they have to avoid.
Do you believe in miracles? I think we should start believing in miracles now, because I don't know how I feel, but I just believe something can just happen. Something good, because I'll be back here tomorrow night, and
you don't know how you will come here.
I might just be saying a beautiful story once again.
Yes, we will all love to hear. And look, I'm just going to stick with the fact that the last two World Cups that the Americans haven't won, they got to the semifinals. Yeah, it's difficult.
Someone is talking to you. Someone is talking to you before we go on this break. Philip, I like you. God bless you. He said, tell Tolu to stop the negativity.
Oh, there is no negativity.
So what if the US is averaging 96 points?
There is no negativity, Philip. There is no negativity. It's just what it is. And do you think I want the Americans to win? Really, Philip? I don't. I want Nigeria to win, but it is what it is. Let's just spell out the facts so we don't just go all Nigeria and ignore the fact that we are playing a really, really tough side. So give or take, whatever happens tomorrow, D-Tigress all the way. But then it's going to be very difficult. Let's not deceive ourselves.
That's right. D-Tigress all the way. St. Gabriel. I like that name also. It says hashtag go D-Tigress, hashtag conquer the world, hashtag make Nigeria proud, hashtag we are Nigerians,
go girls,
hashtag we are black and proud, hashtag we are winning. Winning is our DNA. D-Tigress, you have made us proud. And it says hashtag you can do it.
How many more hashtags does he have there?
We'll continue the hashtags. Let's go on this quick break. When we'll come back, more messages for the D-Tigress. Don't go anywhere. Stay.